I'm Sarah Marty, Interim Co-Director of the Bolt Center for Arts Administration in the Wisconsin School of Business, and the Producing Artistic Director for Four Seasons Theater in Madison, Wisconsin.
What is your favorite Wisconsin art story?
My favorite Wisconsin art story is actually one that's very personal. My grandmother is going to be 90 in about a week, and she was the first musician I ever met and the first person to teach me about music. I started playing accordion with her when I was about 5. And in 2015, I surprised her with a recording session so she could make a CD of all of her favorite accordion songs. We did a release party at Pimple's Tavern where she's been playing since 1974 for Labor Day weekend for a Wisconsin polka party. And it was just fabulous to have arts lovers of all ages there, little kids all the way up to my grandma's friends in their 80s and 90s, to celebrate music making, celebrate culture, and celebrate her.
And what do the arts mean to you?
A way for us to connect across communities, across cultures, across different lived experiences, and to share and communicate, come closer together as human beings. And I think the arts are so important for everyone that they are something that should be infused into daily life. It shouldn't be something that you have to work hard to have access to, and that is only available for those who have the money and the financial wherewithal to attend or to take classes or to have it be part of their lives. The arts should be for all and at any time and anywhere.
Why do the arts matter?
In the classes that I teach, we always ask the artists who they are, what they do, and why it matters. The arts matter as they're a way for all of us to connect with each other as fellow human beings. They're a way for us to build community, to express who we are and where we come from, and to try to understand each other as people.
What does access and inclusion mean to you?
Well, that is like the million-dollar question, isn't it? Access and inclusion in the arts means making sure that the arts are available for all and that people are able to make art and enjoy art and celebrate art and tell their own stories and share their own feelings without being limited by abilities or disabilities, by economic status, by geographic location, all the things that often can be barriers to access.
What can you tell me about the intersection of art and disability?
The intersection of the arts and disability is really about inclusion and access and thinking about the arts from a 360-degree view. How are we reaching out to people to let them know about opportunities? How do we make sure that we are physically accessible? How do we make sure that anything we're doing virtually, especially now in the time of COVID, is not only mobile friendly, but is accessible for people who are differently sighted or have other digital barriers to access? Being an arts leader is thinking about all of those different intersectionalities and what you are doing in your community and in your work to include as many people as possible.
Why is arts education so important?
Arts education is important as it's a way for us to think of the student as a whole person. We spend so much time emphasizing things that can be tested and math scores and reading scores, and we kind of ignore the fact that as humans, there's so much more to who we are and what we do and how we interact and communicate with each other. And I think it's really important from a very young age, and from 5 to 100, all ages, to be able to connect with each other and to be able to express yourself through the arts.
What is a meaningful arts experience that you've had?
One of the most meaningful arts experiences I've had in my work in the music community and as a theater producer is with the outreach program for Four Seasons Theater. We produce about 20 to 25 concerts in nursing homes and retirement communities across Dane County. After every program, our singers and our piano player visit with the residents and spend time hearing people's stories and their connections to the songs that they heard. Everything from a veteran who was on leave in the 1950s and saw South Pacific on Broadway to a couple saying this was our song when we got married 50 years ago.
When you think about Arts for All Wisconsin, what do you think about?
When I think of Arts for All, I think of an incredible nonprofit agency that has been serving the people of Wisconsin for decades and providing opportunities for self-expression and doing so in an incredible way that they are supporting people with a variety of challenges and making sure that they have access to art and music and dance and that they're able to share their work with others.
What is your hope for the future of arts in America?
My hope for the future of the arts is that we take this great pause, this time where we're all facing a pandemic together, to go beyond our individual bubbles and see how we and our organizations are interconnected and how we're all part of a greater community, and that we find a way when we're able to come through COVID to be better and to do better, to be more supportive of each other, to be activists and to ask for government support, to ask for the money that is needed to do the work that we do, and that we're able to partner and collaborate and do even more than we were doing before the Great Pause. So my grandmother is Ruth Marty. She's in Greene County. She's been playing accordion since she was a little girl. She even studied with the great Rudy Burkhalter and taught in his accordion studios in Monroe, Wisconsin, in Greene County. We have these amazing pictures of her, glamour shots of her with her telecordion, and wonderful pictures of when she was a young girl traveling the whole state of Wisconsin with the Rudy Burkhalter accordion band. Earlier in September, we actually sat in the yard and spent about an hour making music. And she started teaching me songs that she knows by ear that I don't know yet.